to my channel. Today we are going to be making our own wreath. So I saw this wreath on Pinterest. I'll post a picture right here. This wreath was $55. When I saw it, I was like, you know what, I can totally make it. So this is the wreath I am going to teach you how to make. It was pretty easy, and the cool thing about this wreath is that you can change it out. You can change the colors on the flowers, you can change the leaves, you can change the sign on here. You can totally make this to your own liking. I thought it was very versatile and it's super cute. If you guys want to see how to make this wreath, just keep on watching. Everything I bought, I'm going to link in the description below. The first thing you are going to need is an embroidery hoop. I bought this one at Michael's, but you can totally find this at Walmart, Target, pretty much anywhere that sells any craft material. So I will link this below. The second thing you are going to need is flowers. I got these at Michael's. I thought they were super cute, and they look spring but a little bit of summer. And like I said, you can choose whatever flowers you want to do with this. The cool thing about this project is you can make it at your own liking. That's why we're doing it yourself. Another thing is leaves. I absolutely love eucalyptus, and I saw the picture and it looked like it had eucalyptus leaves on there, so I found these at Michael's as well, and these are the leaves we are going to be using for our project. The third thing is ribbon. I would recommend you to buy something that is pretty thin because we are going to be putting it through the embroidery hoop. If it's too thick, it's not going to close correctly, so I would definitely recommend you to choose a ribbon that's pretty thin, but make it to your own liking. Going to need floral tape. Floral tape is just basically to make it look a little bit more professional. That way the wiring doesn't poke when you grab it, and it just looks cleaner. We are going to need your own personal sign. I chose home. Just when you look at it, you just feel like home. You want to open the door and just relax. Mine's at Michael's. They also had like welcome, hello, whatever you want to do on there, you can totally put it. Also going to need some wire. I would recommend to get a wire that's pretty thin. That way it's a little bit more manageable and you can tighten the flowers onto the embroidery hoop. We're going to need a hot glue gun and of course some scissors. So let's get started. Every embroidery comes with a little screw that you can tighten and loosen. So we are going to be loosening this one up. That way it splits. Oh, let me take off the price tag here. Loosen it up. That way we have two parts for this now. Just measured it across. So see, like we are going to fold it in half and to cut it. Just like that. And now we are going to double check that it's still the size, that it's not too short, not too long. So that's perfect. We are going to fold it back up. We're going to match the size. I'm going to make a V shape. So I just cut right here, made a V shape, and I'm cutting on the other side. Just like this. So now both of the sides are equal. What we are going to do is we are going to separate our embroidery hoop. This is the small one, this one's the bigger one. We are going to put it on the small one, like this. And then we are going to put our embroidery hoop on. So when you close them together, it looks like this. Pretty simple, right? And all I'm going to do now is just tighten it. Pull the ribbon, that way it's nice and flat and it won't be moving everywhere. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to choose out one of the flowers that we want to put in the center. Since the picture I saw on Pinterest had succulent, saw these at Michael's, and I decided I wanted to do something like this. We are going to hot glue this and add some wire just to secure it. Let me get my hot glue, and we are just hot gluing this right here. While that is cooling down, what we are going to do is we are going to choose out the flowers that we want to do. For this, I kind of want to do more white ones, so I am going to clip these. So I'm just clipping that. And I'll probably do like this one right here. And we're clipping those 2. And we have 3. I think I just want to do white ones for this. We shall see if I add some of the pink ones. It's with the wiring. I'm going to make sure that this is extra secure. So let me cut a piece of wire and we are going to put it through and just basically tighten this. So this is all I'm doing here. So now we have something that looks like this. We have the ribbon and we have our little accent. Okay, the next step is putting on the leaves. I like putting on the leaves before I do the flowers just because it gives me more of an idea of where I want these leaves at. Okay. I like ending the eucalyptus right where the ribbon's at. What I'm going to do is just mold it on here. And like this one, I'm going to cut it off because it's a little extra. Okay, now let's see. Perfect. Okay, so all I'm doing now is I'm getting a piece of wire. I'm gonna trim that. And we are going to use this to hold the eucalyptus in place. We are going to put the wire right here. And tighten it. And we're going to do the same thing, just flip it over and tighten it. Most of the project is going to just be you tightening everything, securing everything. For this one, I am not going to cut off the excess just in case. Twice, so one up here and one in the bottom. So do the same thing, just get some wire, trim it, and we are going to tighten it. I'm going to put it right there. And just flip it over and tighten. This is probably the hardest part, just tightening all the wire, making sure eucalyptus is not going anywhere with a strong wind. Imagine you put this outside and you think it's going to be there the next morning and it just flew away. Now that I pretty much have the eucalyptus on this side, I'm going to do the same for this side and I'll be right back. For eucalyptus on both sides, we are going to start adding our flowers. We are going to get our flowers and just kind of see where we want them at, kind of like that one there. I know I had a pretty big one. Let me see which one it is. Okay, so the biggest one I am going to add right here. Use the same wire that it comes with. We are going to twist the wire and add it on here. And then with this wire, we are going to add some of this wiring to tighten it on the embroidery hoop. So let's see if that made sense. Okay, so we have the wire here. We have our flower here. Put it right where we want it. So right about there. See where the wire is at? We are going to tighten it like this. And then just twist our wire. So when you look at it, it's gonna look like this. Okay, so then just place it where you want and twist the wire. I think it's easier just seeing it, so all I'm doing is just twisting, 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 making sure this wire is secure like all the other ones. And that one is on there. How cute. And then we'll go back and trim all the extra wires on here. So that's the first flower. Now the second one, just going to place it where we want it to be. So I think this one I kind of want it more down here because I want something like that. That looks cute, right? Yeah. Oh. So let me put the first one here. Get some wire. Trim it and secure it. Secure it there. And then just twist this. Got a little of the leaf, but it's okay. There you go. That one's lower, so we are going to add our flower on top like this. How cute. I think it needs another flower around here. We're gonna do the same thing. This one's going to be lower and this one's going to be higher, so it's gonna go up here. Like that. That looks cute, right? Yes. Okay, so then let's add the wire here. Actually, for this one, let me trim some of the extra wires we have going on here. That way it gives us a little bit more space to work with. So I'm just trimming these. Perfect. And let me place the flower where I wanted it again. Right there. Perfect. And we are going to get our wire. Trim it, and that looks really good. You guys like it? I am loving it. So now I am just going to secure all the wires, make sure everything's nice and tight, and just trim them off. And now this is the part where we are going to start cleaning everything up. That way all these wires don't poke you when you're trying to grab the wreath and place it on the door, on the wall, wherever you guys want to place this wreath at. Perfect. That looks really pretty. I am loving it. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to get our handy dandy floral tape. Just start by section. So let me, I'm just gonna cut that. Let me cut this off and just start by sections and just wrap around. Just wrap it around. That way it looks nice and clean and the wires are covered. Doesn't look like a hot mess back here. And also so you can hide the stems of the flowers that we used. Right there. Okay, and we are going to hot glue this. Perfect. Okay, and I am going to add eucalyptus, probably about on the bottom here. That way it doesn't look so empty. So same thing, I'm just going to hot glue these. I'm going to start adding the sign on the top, securing it in the middle. and I can always go back in and add more hot glue. So I'm just making sure it's right in the middle. Right there. And just pressing down. This was the end result. I absolutely loved it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. That way I'm doing more of these DIY videos. I definitely enjoyed it. I will see you guys soon. Please stay safe. Bye bye. Teddy!